I couldn't wait for 2025 because I knew we were going to get the best manhwa animated series with Solo Leveling Season 2. In 2024, we had the breakout of the best anime of the series, and we are back with Season 2. I love this anime, and then after the first few episodes last year, I was the first person to call it and say this would be the anime of the year. And at the end of 2024, it all came to fruition, and it was. Go ahead and check out my videos right here of my Season 1 episode by episode review of Solo Leveling. Before we hop into Season 2, Episode 1, I have to salute this manhwa. The biggest reason outside of it being visually beautiful is because they did not make us wait. 1 year on the dot and we have Season 2. There's no filler, there's no bullshit. They did it old school, and 1 year exactly we have this manhwa, and it gave the fans what they want, so we have to give their hats off to them. But as we hop into episode 1 of season 2, we get the King Jinwoo Sung in full form. We gotta remember, he used to be a nerd, but he is no longer that long-haired nerdy kid. He is fully leveled up and awakened. We see his size, his muscles, his confidence, and his overall aura, and it is very powerful. It can't be all guns and glory. So to get us to that introduction, he's brought to his younger sister's school where he runs into one of her classmates. It is the same girl who went on an adventure with him, Park Heejin. She is also a quote-unquote low-level E ranker, and she tells him that she is going to drop out school because she wants to be a hunter, just like him. He is also confronted by teachers and staff who tells him the same thing. Well, in typical Jinwoo Song fashion, he decides to take things into his own hands. He takes Heejin on a low-level hunt. Well, at least that's what he thinks. His intention with this hunt is to scare her. Now, she is hard-sung. She knows that she is going to quit and become a hunter. So, wisdom being undefeated and all, he tries to take her on this hunt to scare her. Well, after he called in that favor and they arrive at the hunt, he is told by his constituents that the hunt contains 2 A-level hunters, 5 B-tier hunters, and 2 C-tier hunters. And then, of course, the 2 quote-unquote E-levels. This isn't what he wanted. He knows that this is going to be a fairly easy hunt, and it may give her confidence because with the A and B-tiered hunters, it should be a very easy victory. Well, unfortunately, this can be farther from the truth. Once they enter in the portal, you gotta remember he is reawakened. He has a higher sense and a higher skill gap than any other hunter. His senses go off as soon as they walk through the portal, and he realizes this is going to be an S-tier hunt. The gate behind them, which usually you can go in and out of, is a red gate. The red gate signifies you cannot leave the portal until the mission is complete or until you have killed the boss. Well, we're messing with Jinwoo, and we know how he gets down. We know for a fact Jinwoo isn't going to die, and he is not going to let everybody know that he is reawakened. But he tells everybody who is with him, aka all the lower level hunters, to sit back. He tells them that they cannot ask him any questions about him or his skill level. I really enjoy this because unlike season 1, he is fully assertive. He knows what's going on and he knows what he has to do. He has conquered many things. He has a lot of skill and a lot of power, and we get to see that in the opening episode. Him being the leader now, he summons his army with Ygritte the Red Knight. Now, we saw at the end of season 1 how strong they were whenever they were 1v1. After he beat him, Ygritte wanted to die, but he said that he would make him part of his army as the general. And boy, we get to see the general in action. Sword flying at Jinwoo's command, Ygritte really shows you how he gets down. Now, this isn't by any means a cheeky anime, but we do get to see a little comical side of Jinwoo. He states while Ygritte is fighting some of these bears, which are in the forest, he states, "Man, I'm glad he didn't use his sword during our battle because I probably would have died. Hell, I'm probably not at his level right now." Other than that, Jinwoo's kind of just sitting back, and we really don't get to see him into action too much. As a background, there are some new faces making their rounds in this Solo Leveling Season 2. And you know what they're doing? They're looking for Jinwoo Song. That's right. People are starting to figure out that he, being an E-level ranker, is in all these crazy battles, and somehow he makes it out by the skin of his teeth. Well, he's starting to rustle some feathers, and some high-level S-tier bosses are on their way. So he better watch out because they are on the radar. I'm obsessed with this manhwa anime, whatever you want to call it. Every single Monday it's going to be coming out. I'm going to go back to the old-fashioned ways and do an episode-by-episode review. So make sure you stay around. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Stay caught up with me. Comment below. Tell me what you think about the intro to Season 2. Me personally, huge fan. I can't wait to see the rest of this series play out.